And that is called the powerful introduction method. And it is really simple, really effective. And number one, you start with a question. You always start with a question. The reason why you start with a question is because you want to get people's attention. Did you notice that I stopped and said, who here wants to increase their sales? Everyone then switched back on, because you've got to remember, when the 30-second infomercial starts, even anywhere close to it, people will go into their own emotions. Oh my God, what am I going to say? They'll start writing notes, they'll start beating themselves up. I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too stupid. What if I sound like this? I hope I don't have this happen. Where should I stand? That person looks really smart, that's my competitor. They go into an emotional spill. By having the question, you actually make them look at you and it makes them come back to themselves instead of wherever they've spiraled. If you don't start with a question, you'll actually get at least 30 to 40% of the room will be shut off. They'll be looking at you, but yet they won't actually hear you. So you start with a question to actually snap everyone back to themselves. The next thing you want to do after that is you want to say who your clients are. The reason that you do this is because you never want to be one of those people with a label. And I'm going to be really honest here, because I'm brutally honest, which is why I get results, is that saying that you're a coach does not work. It doesn't work, especially at this network. The reason it doesn't work at this network is because it's full of coaches. It's full of people that can help you do this and help you do that, your limiting beliefs. And it's a beautiful network because it attracts so many personal development people. But the reality is the likelihood of you getting a client from a lunch, and I know it's about building a network first, but it is about getting a client to a point. You don't want to be coming to this network for 6 months and never get a client. You want to get a couple at least, and then build and build. So you're wanting to keep away from the label. The other thing that can happen as well with the label is people will automatically assume they don't need it. So for example, if you say, let's use someone for example you, Catherine, as a confidence coach, perfect example. As soon as they hear coach, they think, oh, I've had a coach, they weren't very good, or there's 3 other coaches in the room, whatever else, and they quickly label you. If you say you're a naturopath, you're a dietitian, whatever it is, you're labelled that they don't need that or that doesn't work for them. So we never say what we are. So what we say is, my clients are. So for example, in mine, I said my clients are women in small business who are typically, and I don't know if I said this, typically selling the intangible. So women who need to communicate the value around what it is that they do. That is my niche. So people know specifically whether that's them or not. And a lot of people here think, oh, but what if I say what my niche is and then there's people outside of the niche? What if I miss people? What if people think, oh, I'm not in that niche, so I can't come up to you? That never, ever, ever happens. I have a very, very, very strong niche, and I actually get at least 40% of my clients are outside of that niche. I've got people in corporate and I've got men. But actually getting specific around your niche helps you define who you actually serve. If you don't know who you serve no one. It's exactly like when you get the coaches who say, I'm going to help everyone with their limiting beliefs, or if you've got any limiting beliefs, or you want to take your life to the next level, come and see me. What does that really mean? Really, what does that mean? I've never heard someone say something generic like that and think, I want to take my whole life to the next level, I might go and talk to them. I've never heard that. That's why everyone always goes to the specialist, not the generalist. Have you noticed that? So for example, Catherine's a confidence coach, fantastic, because people very specifically know if they want to be more confident, they go to you. But if you just said you're a coach and you deal with limiting beliefs, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know if you can help me. So that's why, for example, in health coaching, people are always very specific. Weight loss, energy, what is it specifically that you're doing? It's the same with doctors. You ever notice as a specialist, you feel safe with them. A GP, you're thinking, oh, do they really know or not? Who knows what I'm talking about? Yep, specialist. So who my clients are. Number 3, so if Shirley comes to me and she says to me, for example, like let's say Shirley says to me, Jane, I kind of want to do your next course. So you want to say that to me?
Yeah, I want to do your next course.
Oh, fantastic. So this is what normal people do. Shirley, I'm really, really excited. I absolutely want to have you here. Can you take my card?
Thank you.
And we'll talk. So that lead is gone. She's run off. Yeah. I've got no idea who Shirley is. I can't get her back. So this is why I actually don't have business cards at all. So no one can ever run off because they can't get my card. So I actually make them give me one. I'm actually going to get business cards coming up. big move for me. But I'll never give one out unless I get one. So in saying that, you don't want to say to people you can go to their website, because you want to actually close them down when they're in front of you. And so this is what I would say if I was selling them to your website. I'd say, here Shirley, so I'll take your card. Thank you so much. Take your card. Now what I'll do is, I'll send you an email through and it will tell you exactly what to do and how to get online to my website. So then you've emailed it to them and it pops up when they get back and they're on the computer, they're like, oh yeah, click. That's the fastest way to get people on your website. So even if you do end up telling them in person, I always follow up with an email and send them that website. It's the fastest way to get them on track.